Hi and Assalamualaikum madam. My name is Azlina and today our group will be presenting about Nike and the ethical issues related to its business practice. Nike was, Nike was founded in 1964 by Phil Knight and Bill Bowerman, originally under the name Blue Ribbon Sports. In 1971, the company was officially renamed Nike. Inspired by the Greek goddess of victory, which represents speed and success in sports. Today, Nike headquarters is located in Beaverton, Oregon, in the United States, where the company manages its global operations, product development, and marketing strategies. Nike operates in the sportswear and athletic apparel industry, producing a wide range of products including athletic footwear, clothing, and sports equipment. Over time, Nike has grown into one of the largest sportswear brands in the world. The company relies on a global supply chain with most of its products manufactured in outsourced factories in Asian countries such as Vietnam, Indonesia, and China. Through strong marketing and endorsement from famous athletes, Nike has built significant global brand influence with its products sold in over 117 countries worldwide.
Hi, I'm Caroline. So now I will continue by explaining the ethical issues related to Nike's unpaid wages and workers' rights between 2020 and 2023. First, more than 4,000 garment workers in Cambodia and Thailand were owed about 2.2 million US dollars in wages and benefits. These workers were producing products for Nike but did not receive the payments they were entitled to. One major case happened at the Violet Apparel factory in Cambodia. Around 1,284 workers were fired and about $1.4 million in wages and benefits remain unpaid. Many of these workers depended on this income to support their families. Another case involved the Hong Seng knitted factory in Thailand, where over 3,000 workers were denied pandemic-related payments, which totaled around $800,000. These payments were supposed to help workers during the COVID-19 crisis. Despite the evidence and court rulings, Nike reportedly refused to pay these unpaid wages and benefits. The company also ignored calls from human rights organizations, labor unions, and the affected workers themselves. In addition, Nike refused to allow the Worker Rights Consortium or WRC to access and investigate supplier factories. These actions reduced transparency and prevented independent monitoring of working conditions. Nike was also criticized for blocking accountability efforts by universities and students, which led to more than 150 protests. This situation raised concern because Nike had previously cooperated with the WRC since 2005, but later reversed this progress. Another issue is that workers lost important channels to report problems or express their concerns, which weakened their ability to protect their rights. Overall, this situation raises serious ethical concerns. It violates workers' basic human rights, particularly for vulnerable women workers, who make up a large portion of garment factory employees. It also contradicts Nike's public commitments to responsible and ethical business practices. Therefore, this case highlights the importance of corporate accountability, transparency, and fair treatment of workers in global supply chains.
Hi, my name is Kadir Sri Tulasi and today I will be explaining the corporate policy case study of Nike using the four ethical theories. The very first one is utilitarianism. Utilitarianism is also focusing on creating the greatest good of the majority of the people. In Nike case study, the company provides the jobs to many workers around the world and also produce the affordable sportswear for the consumers globally. However, they are also still concerned about regarding the labor condition and environmental impacts in some of their manufacturing locations. The second one is deontological ethics. This theory emphasizes both duties, rules, and also the responsibility. Nike must ensure that its suppliers follow their fair labor practices such as paying fair wages, providing the safe working conditions. Nike also has implemented suppliers codes for conduct to ensure the ethical behavior throughout its supply chain. The very third one is virtual ethics. Virtual ethics focus on the values and the moral character of the company. Nike promotes values such as innovation, quality, and the very important is sustainability. A company is considered to ethical, its action reflect these values and also contribute positively to the society. The final one is we have stakeholder theory. This theory states to the business should consider the interests of all the stakeholders, not only the profit. For Nike, stakeholder include workers, consumers, investors, community, and the environment. Therefore, Nike must balance financial success with social responsibility. In conclusion, these four ethical perspectives help us to understand how companies like Nike should balance their profit, ethics, and responsibility to their corporate of policies.
My name is Diana, and I will be continuing to the ethical solutions for Nike. So to improve labor practices, Nike can take several key steps, which is independent reporting platform. So independent reporting platforms are a secure mobile or online system where workers can report their violation anonymously. And not only that, we have transparent reporting where Nike can publicly share on their progress on labor practices and respond to student campaigns to show accountability to the public. And then we have independent monitoring where Nike allows an audit system to ensure commitments are maintained while keeping operational flexibility. And finally, worker committees. So this is to encourage committees or unions so that employees can communicate directly with the management. This is to show the transparency and accountability to the public as well. So these steps ensure a safer and fairer and more accountable supply chain for everyone.
Hi, I'm Maithili and I'll be continuing with the conclusion part. So in conclusion, the case involving Nike highlights significant ethical challenges that can arise within global supply chains, particularly in relation to unpaid wages, limited transparency, and restricted worker representation. And when we analyze through the ethical framework such as utilitarianism, deontological ethics, virtue ethics, and stakeholder theory, it becomes clear that corporations have moral responsibility, which is not only to generate profit but also to protect the rights and dignity and also well-being of workers who contribute to their global operations. And this analysis also shows that ethical business practices require stronger transparency and accountability mechanism. Measures such as independent reporting platforms, transparent public reporting, independent monitoring system, and also stronger worker committees can help ensure that labor standards are respected and that the workers have a voice in addressing workplace issues. Ultimately, this case demonstrates that responsibility, supply chain governance, and ethical leaderships are essential for multinational corporations to build trust, protect vulnerable workers, and ensure that the business achieves success in a fair and sustainable manner.